Hey teachers, one great way to use Google Slides can also be for anchor charts. Now, I've created a couple of anchor charts to get you started. There's one on paraphrasing and one on annotating text. But when you're using a digital anchor chart with students, the big benefit is being able to drop this in Google Classroom or have it in an easily referenced place for the future. I also love being able to quickly grab icons that I'm maybe not so good at drawing on a paper chart. Now, paper charts still very valuable. It can be a great reference for students to see that hung up on the wall in the classroom. So I'm going to give you an idea on how you can use digital technology to gather all of those anchor charts as well. When you're creating your anchor charts, and if I were using this paraphrasing with students, I might actually hide all of these as I am teaching so that students are focusing on one strategy at a time. Once I've taught all the strategies, then this becomes the full anchor chart that we reference again and again when we're being reminded of how to paraphrase. You can obviously add in your own strategies there. And the same thing with annotating text. Definitely not teaching all of these different annotation marking ups at once, but coming back and adding more to our chart as we go, and then publishing this in a place like Google Classroom where students can go back and reference it on a regular basis, especially if you're always using devices. Now, having them all in one Google slide lets you easily keep track of things, and students don't have to look in a whole bunch of different places to find what they need. Now, the other thing that we can do to gather our anchor charts is we might consider using something like Google Photos. Now, I have a Google Photos account here, and you can also put Google Photos on your mobile device, which be careful if you do, and make sure you turn off the backup and sync because you definitely don't want all your personal photos going into your work account. But if you have it, then you can quickly take pictures of the anchor charts in your classroom. When you take pictures, you can actually upload them to an album. So we can create an album here. I might have this album called Anchor Charts, where I could even add digital ones in here too, pictures of digital ones. But let's say these were my anchor charts for this week. If I have those photos in here, then up here in the corner, I have a share button and I can create a link for this album. If I create this link, I can drop this link in Google Classroom, and this becomes an easy way that students can see all of the anchor charts that we've maybe created throughout the year but have run out of room to hang on our classroom walls. So again, you can create anchor charts on paper or digital. You have to decide what's best for your class. Maybe you even have students create them, but coming up with a way to catalog them all digitally so that students can reference them at any point throughout the year can be a great way to use both Google Slides and Google Photos.